In February, all Americans are behind their TV screen to watch the Super Bowl. But do you know the origins of this ultra-popular sporting event and why is the Super Bowl called the Super Bowl? What happened when politics take over such an event? Every first Sunday in February, the Super Bowl brings many Americans together behind their TV screen. In fact, it's the most watched sporting event on TV in the United States. In 2017, there were around 45 million viewers. But why is it so popular and what is the story behind the Super Bowl? Everything began in 1920 with the creation of the National Football League, the NFL. At that time, the principle of the American Football Championship was simple. The team with the most wins at the end of the season was the winner. However, in 1932, the two teams were perfectly evenly matched. To decide between them, the NFL decided to organize a match between these two teams. The idea of a final between the two teams was born, and the NFL then imagined two divisions with, at the end of the season, a final in which the two best teams face each other in a match. Nowadays, whether you are an American soccer fan or not, you can't escape the phenomenon. What started out as a simple sports match has grown into a global event. It has gone global with over 1 billion viewers in hundreds of different territories. The Super Bowl game is incredible on the field, but the event has expanded off the field over the years. The event multiplies its advertising worth millions of dollars. Some people watch the Super Bowl just to see the ads during the game, others for the halftime show, and others as sport fans. Is that the Super Bowl just a football event or it turned into a political and musical global event?
At the very beginning, the halftime was not an event among the Super Bowl event. In this way, for 30 years, they were just performances by majorettes and musicians during the Super Bowl halftime. In 1992, James Carey and his company, Living in Color, decided to hold a sketch during the Super Bowl halftime. In the time, its bold live show broadcast was a watershed moment for TV and the race for ratings. Thanks to Michael Jackson's show, the next year, the National Football League contributed to the Heal the World Foundation by donating. Then, after the World Trade Center attacks, the YouTube show paid tribute by broadcasting the victims' names. On top of that, in 2019, Maroon 5's show was decried because of Colin Kaepernick boycotting by the National Football League due to his protest of policy brutality and racism against Afro-American citizens. By the way, Beyoncé and Jay-Z refused to hold a show this year. To conclude, the halftime is a huge moment that celebrities have politicized. This crucial moment, viewed by millions of people, is a great way to send a message through an event by internationally renowned stars. On the other hand, politicians take the Super Bowl as an opportunity too. There is a history of presidential presence at the Super Bowl since the message reaches nearly 1 in 3 American citizens. Everything began in 2004 with George Walker Bush's interview on Super Bowl day. Just go to show that politicians use sport to make their point. More recently, in 2020, President Donald Trump is questioned on the impeachment procedure. Barack Obama, for his part, has also made use of the Super Bowl by hosting the winning team every year. Besides, in 2020, the Super Bowl was very politicized by diffusing publicity of Donald Trump and Michael Bloomberg in the context of presidential election. Both paid $10 billion in order to promote their presidential candidacy. The same year, the halftime show highlighted Latin American culture thanks to the performance of Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, J Balvin, and Bad Bunny. In another way, it was a tool to decry Donald Trump's anti-immigration policy toward the Latin American community, in particular to denounce the Mexico and United border wall. Links to that point, there are some engaged advertisings diffusing during the event. Every 5 minutes, viewers are treated to a commercial break. There is especially one striking ad for a building materials company that was partially censored because it shows a family arriving in front of an impassable wall, a story that recalls Donald Trump's famous Mexico border wall. This year, Joe Biden took the opportunity to mention tensions with Russia while Trump took the opportunity to criticize the Democrats with each of the millions spent on advertising to their advantage for the next election. Here, we can see the relationship with the upcoming presidential elections and the impact on the Super Bowl. We
News. On February 11, 2024, in Las Vegas, the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl, defeating the San Francisco 49ers with a score of 25-22 in overtime. Nevertheless, a shooting took place on the sidelines of the gathering in Kansas City to celebrate the end of Super Bowl 2024. There isn't much information about it, but that shows the impact of the killing during Celebration Day. On social media, the presence of Taylor Swift and conspiracy theories about her connection to elections and cryptocurrency also garnered significant attention. According to the theory, Biden allegedly orchestrated the victory of the Kansas City Chiefs while Taylor Swift's boyfriend placed in exchange of her support in the election. There is speculation that the team's victory could be a pretext for Biden to initiate a third world war after winning the election. Nevertheless, there are purely conspiracy theories, but with a huge presence on social media that shows how people of conspiracy theories can instrumentalize that event. On X, the president's official account posted an image of Doug Brandon with the caption, "Just as we drew." This meme also caught the interest of the crypto community, interpreting it as a reference to Bitcoin. However, for many the game is remembered for CBS providing advertising time to the Israeli government during the Super Bowl. During the game, watched by over 100 million people in the United States, Israel bombed the densely populated area of Rafah in the Gaza sector. Subsequently, 10,000 viewers inundated the Federal Communication Commission with complaints alleging that CBS violated transparency rules by broadcasting government-funded Israeli advertising without proper disclosure. In any case, the number of viewers demonstrates the interest people have in the Super Bowl. It is proportionate number regarding the ones of political broadcasts, news channels, and particularly tragic recent new events.